The Lambda-Class Shuttle has an excellent stat line of 3 attack from the front arc, 2 attack from the rear arc, 1 agility, 6 hull, and 4 shields. Its very versatile action bar contains the suite of squadron support actions Coordinate and Jam, as well as Focus and Reinforce to augment itself in combat. It is a large base ship with a dial suited to slow maneuvers and boasts a substantial upgrade bar capable of carrying crew, systems, and cannons, among others. None of the pilots have upgrade slots for talents. The Lambda Shuttle has a unique title, ST-321, which allows the shuttle to take advantage of the Coordinate action by providing it with a target lock every time it does so. In general, Advanced Sensors is an excellent upgrade for Lambda Shuttles, allowing them to maneuver in tight spaces while retaining their important support abilities. Collision Detector fills a similar role and allows a shuttle to maneuver in unexpected places. Due to its cost, the shuttle performs well as a fulcrum for swarm lists, especially utilizing Admiral Sloan alongside a litany of friendly ships. When paired with ST-321, a freelance slicer can provide excellent defensive potential for a high-value shuttle at the expense of its own dice modifiers. Sienna Ray leverages the shuttle's Coordinate action to provide extreme movement options to one of your aces, while Grand Moff Tarkin could also leverage the target lock provided by ST-321 to generate even more actions for your squadron. A free jamming beam is always a fine addition to the Lambda Shuttle and can be useful in certain situations. The basic Omicron group pilot has no pilot ability, but provides the cheapest way to add the shuttle to your Imperial list. When comparing it to the Scarif base pilot, its closest competition at 41 points, the Omicron group pilot offers a white coordinate instead of the Reaper's red, as well as a large base moving at initiative 1, providing significant board control. The Omicron group pilot is more suited to squadron support than the Reaper, especially when paired with ST-321, becoming a cheap and present ship that can both coordinate your squadron and augment its own combat potential for a very competitive price. The Omicron group pilot pairs well with a squadron where you need every last point and can benefit from an Initiative 1 coordinate and large base blocker. This sample squad leverages the low cost of the Omicron group pilot to include a 5-ship Sloan swarm, with 3 ships capable of delivering 3 red dice to the opponent. It maintains a solid initiative bid to ensure that your squadron moves first and is very flexible in its movement options, with 6 ships at Initiative 1. Lieutenant Psy's purpose is to provide action economy to your list on a large scale. With ST-321, Psy generates 3 actions out of 1 coordinate. Take special consideration when building with Lieutenant Psy to pair him with other ships that benefit from being coordinated a focus each turn, as that is the most flexible action on Psy's action bar. Soontir Fel and Darth Vader are excellent wingmates for Psy, as they are able to use any action to generate more using auto thrusters or Vader's ability. TIE fighters also benefit greatly as they can use their barrel rolls and still gain a focus. With Director Krennic on board, Psy gains a target lock action and could be used to coordinate the lock for TIE bombers and other ordnance carriers, or the TIE Advanced X-1. Keep in mind that he will then get less use out of the title. Paired with a TIE Reaper, Psy could generate a vast amount of jam tokens. Psy is the most flexible of the Lambda pilots, able to power up your entire squadron while remaining aggressive with his own attack dice. This Psy list leverages all the action-generating potential of the Lambda Shuttle to provide very solid support to a flexible list of Darth Vader and TIEs. The TIEs can block and still receive actions, and Vader can get excellent action economy before he utilizes his Koigran turns or Talon rolls, thanks to the utility and flexibility of the Lambda Shuttle. Colonel Jendon allows your entire squadron to acquire target locks beyond range 3, and is most useful when paired with ordnance carriers to set up an alpha strike. Jendon is one of the most straightforward Lambda pilots in this regard, but can be more difficult to build a list around to maximize his ability. In the Imperial faction, the ordnance carrying ships are very straightforward. The Alpha-class Starwing and the TIE Bomber are both solid options. Given the added threat level and targeted priority of ordnance carriers, in addition to Jendon's limited utility in mid-game, he is a prime candidate for carrying Admiral Sloan in order to punish your opponent for pursuing prime targets. His ability does not have a range restriction either, allowing flexibility in your piloting. Slightly cheaper than Lieutenant Sai, he can also be considered as a replacement for a list that could simply benefit from getting target locks early, such as lists with the TIE Advanced X1 or those with Fire Control System. The following list uses Colonel Jendon to provide locks for 3 new squadron gunboats and pull off a powerful alpha strike. The gunboats' flexibility allows them to help overcome the weaknesses of Colonel Jendon's mid-game, while Admiral Sloan punishes your opponent for destroying any defenseless Alpha-class starways. Captain Kagi is the most expensive and highest initiative pilot the Lambda Shuttle offers. He has also the most potentially disruptive ability, pulling all of your opponent's target locks away from their intended targets and onto Kagi. Building with Kagi is difficult because you need to be cognizant of your opponent's target priority and incentivize different targets in order to maximize the effect of Kagi's disruption. He therefore pairs very well with another shuttle or a TIE Reaper with Admiral Sloan, as well as a high-value ace pilot such as Whisper or Darth Vader. Since Kagi pulls the opponent's dice mods towards himself, he is likely to be an early target if your opponent's list relies on target locks and should therefore not be built too heavily, although ST-321 is always a great idea. This list has a lot of moving parts. Captain Kagi is the centerpiece, protecting the rest of your lightly built ships from devastating modified attacks and torpedoes. Whisper, Vermeil, and Wampa keep the pressure on, and there is no good target for your opponent. This list is exceptionally flexible and excels at keeping opponents' tokens off to get more damage from Whisper and Vermeil. It leverages its maneuverability to encircle your opponent with Kagi as its fulcrum and has great action economy to boot. As you can now see, the Lambda-Class Shuttle can be a staple of an Imperial list. With an effective suite of support and direct combat abilities, it is difficult to find a more flexible ship in the Empire's arsenal. While it can be difficult to get the most from its restrictive dial, full mastery of the Lambda-Class Shuttle can catapult squadrons designed to take full advantage of it to the top of your tournaments. Thank you for watching this Back to Dials video, and we will see you next time on Let's Build a List.